Welcome to Campanelli Stadium on a Friday. Today's non-league matchup between the Braintree Wamps and the Brockton Boxers. Braintree comes in 2-4. Brockton coming in 4-2. A tough luck loss the other day to Stoughton, a game that Christopher Brennan, I'm sure the team wanted to win. Leading off today for Braintree will be number 23, Charlie DiMartino, the center fielder. On the mound for Brockton will be senior Jackson O'Brien, who pitched superbly in a win against Weymouth, going 7 full innings. Also a win in the first game of the season against Whitman Hanson, where he went 4 innings and a 5-1 victory. Weymouth. Braintree, a 8-time state finalist, a 5-time state champion, most recently back-to-back Super 8 titles in 2015 and 16. Jackson working from the set. The first pitch. Curveball just up. O'Brien, very good control. Fastball, curveball, changeup. The 1-0. Just fouled to the right. The count will go 1-1. Brockton defense shading a little bit to the left. Keene to the left of the bag. Vega playing towards the line. Here comes the 1-1. Just low, 2-1. Dom Hopkins playing off the line. O'Brien to the set, the 2-1 pitch. Fastball fouled off to the right. Out of play. 2-2 count here. O'Brien very capable of throwing 3-ball and 2-ball off-speed pitches for strikes. LaRusso calling a good game so far this season as far as his pitches go. Lining up in the inner half of the plate. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be sent out to the right field and caught by Anthony Vega. Brockton defensively today, the junior LaRusso behind the plate, junior Zeke and Chauncey at first, junior Jared Finn at second, junior Adam Perez at short, senior Dom Hopkins at third, working left to right, junior Jordan Jenkins, senior Brett Keene, and junior Anthony Vega. Again, rotation at second base with Genatasio out for the season. Jared Finn getting the start at second base. Very good defender. With one out, the second hitter will be Sean O'Rourke. Good curveball from Jackson O'Brien. O'Rourke, the third baseman today. Here comes the 0-1. Just low. Braintree again coming in 2 wins and 4 losses. A team that is perennially in the top 10 in the state, if not the top 5. The 1-1 from O'Brien. Just inside with the off-speed pitch. Count will go to 2-1. Defense playing straight away. O'Brien, the 2-1. Just outside. Another pitch that just missed. 3-1. O'Brien the look-in. Here's the pitch. Just low again. Batting now will be the first baseman, Jack Fitzgerald. O'Brien's first walk since his first start of the season versus Whitman Hanson. O'Brien working from the stretch. Good lead over at first. The pitch. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. Count will go 0-1. Keene shading over towards the third base side. Both outfielders playing straight away. O'Brien in the stretch. Small lead over at first. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball low. Big game for the Boxers today. Like to see them bounce back after a very disappointing loss to Stoughton the other day. O'Brien in the 1-1. O'Rourke with a small league. The throw over. Back safely in time. Fitzgerald, a big solid kid at the plate. O'Brien in the stretch. Here comes the 1-1. And that ball's popped over to the right. And Chostagee making way over. Just out of his reach. Good effort by the first baseman. The count will go to 1-2. Again, at Campanelli Stadium, a lot of foul territory to cover for the outfielder and the first baseman. So Fitzgerald will go down. 1-2 on the count. Man on first. 1 out. O'Brien in the stretch. The look over. Here's the 1-2. Just outside. Here's the delayed steal. The throwdown will not be in time. Braintree with the delayed steal gets the runner in scoring position with 1 out. The count will go to 2-2. O'Brien working with the man in scoring position where he's been really good pitching this year, pitching his way out of trouble. The 2-2. Foul ball to the right. Fastball seems to be with a little pep today from O'Brien. Count will remain 2-2. Defense remaining shading over to third. O'Brien in the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3, good pitch from O'Brien. Now batting will be the DH, Dan Surratt. DHing for the pitcher today was Anthony Carey. O'Brien looking to leave this base runner out in the bases today. Get Brockton into the dugout. Working from the stretch with 2 outs, man on second. O'Brien with the look. The 0-0. Good fastball. Fouled off. Hitters early in the game today seem to be a little bit behind his fastball. O'Brien will be working ahead, 0-1. Again, Braintree coming in, always expectations to go far into the tournament. O'Brien, the 0-1, man on second. Here's the pitch. Another fastball fouled off to the right. O'Brien's ahead, 0-2. A lot of different things they can do here. Doesn't have to throw a fastball right down the middle. Let's see if LaRusso looks for something off speed on the outer half of the plate. Not let him hit anything hard to the left side. They'll get out to the outfield. 2 outs, man on second. O'Brien in the stretch. Here's the 0-2. Good fastball. We'll get the strikeout to end the inning. After a half an inning, Braintree 0, Brockton 0. Working on the mound today for Braintree will be Anthony Carey. Defensively, Charlie DiMartino in center, Sean O'Rourke at third, Jack Fitzgerald at first, Tim Carney left field, Cam Grieve catching, Jack Joyce in right field, Sam Garrity at second, Max DeRoche at shortstop. Coach Brennan's been mixing up the lineups the past few games with Genetasio out of the lineup. Looks like Jackson O'Brien back to lead off today. Brockton coming in 4 wins and 2 losses. A couple big victories early in the season against good teams like Whitman-Hanson and Weymouth. Close victory over North Quincy in Quincy, and a blowout win to Quincy here at Campanelli. Their 2 losses, they were run ruled by Bridgewater Raynham, who's ranked number 1 in the state. And a heartbreaker to Stoughton, who got their first victory here at Campanelli a few days ago, 7-6, where Brockton left the bases loaded on a 3-2 count at the end of the game. Braintree, its 2 victories over Needham and Brookline, have lost to Weymouth Walpole, and most recently, a walk-off loss to Duxbury. Carey, a tall, windy pitcher. Looks like a good fastball, slider. We'll see if what the other pitchers are. Brockton's lineup today, it looks like O'Brien leading off. I don't know if that's Perez second or LaRusso second, but Adam Perez moved up to the 3 or 2 hole today. Again, 2 teams that have been to 15 state championship games. Braintree 5-3, Brockton 3-4 with the most recent state championship in 1997, a team that scored almost 400 runs, probably one of the best teams in state history. This team most recently met in the tournament in 2010, where Brockton knocked off Braintree 6-4 in Braintree. O'Brien's had some tough luck at the plate. Like, he's hit the ball really hard at people. A good hard single last game with a few walks. If he gets on base, always a threat to steal. The best athlete on Brockton's team. Carey working from the stretch. Defense straight away. Here's the 0-0. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. O'Brien working behind 0-1. Working from the stretch. Just outside. Gets to the backstop. The count will go to 1-1. Carey looks like he has above average velocity. Something Brockton's seen a lot of this year. Something they should be used to at the plate. 6 games into the season. Carey, the look. Just high. The count will go to 2-1. Brockton looking to put the leadoff man up on the bag. Carey working fast. The look in from the stretch, the 2-1. Just outside. O'Brien working the count ahead, 3-1. Perez on deck. Jackson in the driver's seat. Brockton looking to put the leadoff man on. The pitch. Fouled off to the right, out of play. So the count will go 3-2 on the first batter. Pivotal game for both teams here. The 3-2 from the stretch. Carey looks in. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3. That will be a foul tip. Batted second will be Adam Perez. After a slow start at the plate, has really picked up the last few games. 2 singles in the last game. Moved up from the 6 hole to the 4 hole, now to the 2 hole. Carey working from the stretch. The 0-0. Good fastball. The count 0-1. Carey still from the stretch. The look in, the pitch. Fastball, though it's hit. Nice play by the third baseman. Dive and play, up to make the throw. Very good play by the third baseman. Looked like it was the shortstop's ball. He wasn't taking any chance, and the dove, made the stop, and a perfect throw to get Perez. Batting third for Brockton will be the catcher, Armani LaRusso. LaRusso coming in, the junior. Started out really well at the plate this year. Playing superbly behind the dish, giving Brockton Christopher Brennan everything he asked for when he started him as a freshman. Here's the 0-0 from the stretch. Good fastball. Again, Carey working ahead. The 0-0, Carey working fast. The look, the set, fastball in. Count will go to 1-1. Junior, Jezekiel, and Chostagi on deck. Carey, the 1-1, the look in. In the pitch. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. LaRusso down 1-2. Carey's fastball. Really tough to pick up. He hides that ball behind his ear. The 1-2 to LaRusso. The wind up, the pitch. And LaRusso hits that solid lead to left field for a single. Good piece of hitting, 1-2. I don't think that's the spot where Carey wanted to leave that pitch. So Brockton with 2 outs will get LaRusso to first. Junior, Jezekiel, and Chostachy up. Capable of hitting a ball out of the ballpark, which he did the first game against Whitman Hanson. The 0-0. Good fastball in past him. Let's see if Brockton, Coach Christopher Brennan, puts LaRusso in motion. Good speed for a catcher. Carey working from the stretch, small lead. The 0-1. Fastball up. LaRusso working off first. The 1-1. Carey with the look in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. LaRusso going. Here's the throw down from the catcher. And he's going to get him. Good throw. So with 2 outs, Christopher Brennan putting a guy in motion, trying to make something happen. At the end of 1, no score, heading to the second inning. So back at Campanelli, top of the second inning, no score. Jackson O'Brien back out to work his second inning. Braintree will send Tim Carney, Cam Grieve, and Jack Joyce to the plate. A good first inning from O'Brien. 2 strikeouts after a 1-out walk. Again, Braintree coming in looking to change their season up. Not had a losing season in many, many years. 2-4 start. Last year at Braintree, Brockton got run ruled 13-0. They only had 4 hits, 2 from Genatasio, 2 from Chris Frost. And they exploded for 10 runs in the second inning. Different story here today, a different Brockton team. O'Brien working from the set. Here's the 0-0. Good fastball, the inside part of the plate. Glove barely moved. O'Brien once again working ahead. Defense off the bag, back. The 0-1 from O'Brien. Good off-speed pitch, fouled off to the right. O'Brien ahead in the count, 0-2. The 0-2, the set, here's the pitch. Popped up. Good play by the second baseman, Finn. Now batting will be the catcher, Cam Grieve. Brockton doing a nice job these first 2 innings, keeping that first batter off the bases. It was a big problem against Stoughton the other day. The first 5 innings, leadoff guy got on. So O'Brien working from the set. Here's the 0-0. Looked like a slider off the plate. Count will go 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Jackson. Just high. Count going 2-0 to the catcher, Grieve. The 2-0 from O'Brien. Good fastball. Looked like Grieve was taking the whole way. The 2-1 from O'Brien from the set. LaRusso lined up in the inside part of the plate. Here's the 2-1. Low. Good stop by LaRusso. The count will go to 3-1. Step off the mound from O'Brien. Doesn't want to put anyone on base with a free one. Here's the 3-1. Popped up. Looks like it's to the right to the first baseman, Chostagi. And that'll go 2 outs. Batting now will be the right fielder, Jack Joyce. 2 outs, no one on, top of the second, no score. Brockton's defense, straight away. Hopkins playing behind the bag. Here's the 0-0. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. O'Brien ahead 0-1. Joyce, the right fielder, digging in. Here's the 0-1. Just low. Count will go 1-1. LaRusso gives the sign. O'Brien, the 1-1. Ground ball in the left field for the base hit. So Braintree will put a man on base with 2 outs for the number 8 hitter, Sam Garrity, the second baseman. Let's see if Braintree plays some aggressive baseball here and puts a guy in motion with the steal. They did have a stolen base in the first inning where Brockton left him out there on second with the strikeout. O'Brien from the stretch, big lead over at first base. Here's the 0-0. Curveball low. Just misses. Joyce with a healthy lead over at first. The 0-1 from O'Brien. Just low. The ball's going to get past LaRusso. Joyce takes a big turn around second. So they do get that runner to second base without the steal. So with 2 outs, Braintree with the man at second. Garrity looking for a big 2-out play to put the first run across the board here for Braintree. O'Brien down in the count, 2-0. From the stretch. Here's the 2-0. Strike by him. Good fastball from Jackson. Brockton defensively moving Finn a bit. Looks like they're moving Keene in a bit. Finn shading over towards second. O'Brien down in the count, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Another good fastball late. So Garrity's going to go to 2-2. 2 outs, man at second. Second time, Braintree's put the man in scoring position with 2 outs. O'Brien working from the stretch. LaRusso, inside part of the plate. Good move to second. The throw over. Oh, very, very close play. Real athletic move from O'Brien, spinning those feet around. Finn over to second with the tag. Just got back. So O'Brien working 2-2. Good lead by Joyce. The pitch. Looks like a pop-up to the right side. Making way, looks like Vega and a Chostagi. And, oh, just out of the reach. Great effort from Zeke. Just off his glove. Really good effort from the first baseman. Zeke's a big guy. He made his way over there very, very quickly. LaRusso, maybe a mix-up in signs right there, going out to talk to Jackson. Count 2-2. Joyce is at second. O'Brien working from the stretch to Garrity. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Another move to second. Ball gets out to the outfield. Good backup by Keene. Ball thrown in. Another design play from Brockton. You know Keene has the backup on that play. Did a nice job coming in, making sure that ball on the ground did not get by him, because that would have scored a run if it did. So Jackson working, 2-2 to Garrity. Here's the pitch. Strike three. Good fastball, the inside part of the plate. So at the end of 1.5, Braintree 0, Brockton coming to bat. Back at Campanelli, bottom of the second. Braintree 0, Brockton 0. Zeke Kochowski back at the plate as Monty LaRusso was caught stealing. Zeke showing a lot of power early in the season. A home run at Whitman Hanson, a double for an RBI. Home against Quincy, another double against Weymouth. Carey, tall right-hander working from the stretch. After a 2-out single to LaRusso was thrown out, trying to steal. Zeke digging in. Carey shaking off 2 signs. Here's the 0-0. Ground ball hit over the left, foul ball. Carey will get ahead in the count 0-1. May have taken something off that pitch. Zeke was a little ahead of it. So Carey working ahead. Here's the 0-1 to Zeke. Good fastball by him. So he'll be ahead in the count 0-2. Like to see Zeke shorten up the swing here, put a ball in play, put some pressure on Braintree. Here's the 0-2. Just low. The count will go to 1-2. Braintree's defense again straight away. Not pulling Zeke to pull or go the other way. Medium length out there. So here's the 1-2. Ground ball hit over the left, foul. Chostigi will stay alive. Carey digging in. From the stretch, here's the 1-2. Ground ball hit the third. Fielded, bobbled. Here's the throw over. He has enough time. So with 1 out, the DH, Brady Witt, will be coming up. Really been swinging a good bat the past couple of games. Brady, you took a year off in baseball, came back this year. Really strong hitter, good hands, able to hit good fastballs. Batting 5th today. So Carey with 1 out, no one on. With the senior digging in. From the stretch, the 0-0. Witt pops it straight away to center field. And that will be the second out of the inning. Batting now will be Dom Hopkins, the senior third baseman. Came away with a great at-bat against Weymouth, fouling off several good pitches to win the game for Brockton. So with 2 outs, defense back, playing straight away, Carey on the mound. Here's the 0-0. Just inside. You can hear Carey grunting from here, really putting everything into every throw. Working from the stretch. Here comes the 1-0 to Hopkins. Fouled off. Good swing by Dom. Count will go to 1-1. 2 outs, no one on. Carey the look-in from the stretch. Here comes the 1-1. Good fastball. Hopkins might have been looking for something off speed there. So the count will go to 1-2 to Dom. Carey from the stretch. The 1-2. Just outside. So we'll go to even here, 2-2. Hopkins digging in. Carey the look-in. The 2-2. Good fastball, gets him waving. So we're going to go to the end of 2 innings here at Campanelli with no score. Back here at Campanelli, top of the third, no score. Pitcher's duel between Carey and Jackson O'Brien. Braintree will sending up the number 9 hitter, shortstop Max DeRoche. Good throw down by LaRusso. Brockton's defense remains the same. No changes to the Boxer defense. Brian's really been the ace Brockton needed this year. He's been superb on the mound since game 1. Good velocity, good secondary pitches, not afraid to throw him at any time. Really difficult to hit. O'Brien working from the set. Defense straight away, shaded a bit towards the third base bag. Here's the 0-0. Good fastball. O'Brien will work ahead 0-1. The 0-1. Strike past him, 0-2. O'Brien ahead in the count, 0-2. Let's see what Brockton does here. Don't think he was really ready for those 2 fastballs. Don't think we'll see an off-speed pitch here. I think O'Brien will stick to the fastball as DeRoche has been really late on those 2 swings. Here's the 0-2. Good fastball, not even close. DeRoche will go down looking. Back to the top of the order, Charlie DiMartino. A lazy fly ball to right fielder Anthony Vega. And once again, Jackson O'Brien doing a great job keeping the first batter off the bases. Martino digging in. O'Brien working from the set. The 0-0. Just low on the curveball. Dom Hopkins playing back at third. Jordan Jenkins shaded over to the second base side. The 1-0 to DiMartino. Foul to the right. So the count will go 1-1 to the center fielder. Good crowd here at Campanelli on a vacation day ball game. Beautiful here at Campanelli. O'Brien, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball at the end of the bat. Another ball that looks like O'Brien took something off that pitch. DiMartino was way ahead of it. So O'Brien ahead 1-2. Let's see where LaRusso lines up on this one. Looks like he is going to be lined up at the inside part of the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball to the right. Big Jackson got lucky there. That ball hung over the middle of the plate, and DiMartino just missed it. Let's see if LaRusso picks up on that. So O'Brien ahead in the count, 1-2. The Brockton catcher going the outside part of the plate here. Here's the pitch. Wow. That's got a curveball that's just going to miss outside. See the box of coaches shaking their heads. Jackson O'Brien taking a walk off the mound. He thought that was a strike. So the count's going to go to 2-2 to DiMartino. Here's the pitch. Ground ball lazily to the second baseman, Finn. Good play staying down. And Brockton will get to 2 outs in the inning. Batting now will be the third baseman, Sean O'Rourke, who walked and stole second. Was left out there on a strikeout from Jackson O'Brien. Again, Finn getting his first start at second base today. Very, very steady in the field. His dad, Dave, did the book for years. Told me he hasn't made an error since he was in 4th grade, so good stuff for Brockton out there. Jackson O'Brien, the 0-0. Good ball that's hit out to the gap, it looks like. Vega runs over and makes a really good catch on the run. So a 1-2-3 inning for Brockton. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. No score. Back at Campanelli, bottom of the third inning, 0-0 ball game. Brockton will send Jordan Jenkins to the plate, the left fielder. Jordan 0 for 3 last game with a single in his first at bat of the season against Quincy. Hit the ball all 3 times last game. Big, strong kid, capable again of hitting a gap here. Brockton would like to put some guys on the bases, put some pressure on Braintree. Carey's really got good stuff out there. Tall, rangy right-hander, 3/4 motion from the mound. Ball tails away from right-handers. Really got to stay on top. If you're at the plate, stay on that ball right till the end. So Carey again working out a stretch. The 0-0 to Jenkins. Just outside. The count's going to go 1-0. Jenkins working ahead. Brockton again trying to put some pressure on this Braintree team. Brockton getting loud in the dugout. Here's the 1-0. Ground, single up the middle from Jenkins. Good swing. So Brockton's going to put the leadoff guy on in the third. Batting now will be the right fielder, junior Anthony Vega. Vega made a nice play last inning, running over into the power alley to make a catch. Another junior who has good power if he catches a ball. So Carey working from the stretch. Let's see if Brockton plays some small ball. And they will. Vega attempts to bunt. He's got to stay in the batter's box with his feet. That's a sacrifice situation. He's got to make sure he gets that bunt down and leave his feet stationary in the box. Coach Brennan not afraid to play small ball at any time. So a small lead over at first. Vega, the 0-1. Carey the look in from the stretch. Another bunt. Vega gets a good bunt down. He'll move the man over. So he does his job. Batting ninth today will be junior Jared Finn. He's only had one at bat this season versus Quincy, a single to left field. Scrappy little player. Very good baseball knowledge. Knows the game very well. So Carey will have his first guy in scoring position here with Jenkins on second base. Brockton looking to break something open here. Get a run across the board for O'Brien. Small lead over at second. Here's the 0-0 to Finn. Ground ball to second base. Hit pretty well. The throw over will get him. So Brockton will get the man to third base with 2 outs. The leadoff hitter, Jackson O'Brien, trying to help himself out. Jackson struck out in his first at bat. Adam Perez bat in second. Carey looking in. Jenkins off third. The 0-0 to O'Brien. Good fastball. Took something off of that, the outside part of the plate. Very good pitch. Jenkins, the lead off third. The 0-1. Carey to the stretch. The pitch to O'Brien. Low. So the count will go to 1-1. O'Brien looking to help himself out here. Carey seems to have really good control. So the count will go to 1s. Carey working out of the stretch. Jordan Jenkins off third base with the leadoff single. Brockton's played small ball to get him over to third. The 1-1 to O'Brien. The pitch. Outside. So the count will go to 2-1. The 2-1 from the stretch. The pitch to O'Brien. That fastball's up. We're going to go to 3-1 with Adam Perez on deck. O'Brien in the driver's seat here. Should be looking for a pitch to drive. Let's see if Braintree gives him anything. They may be pitching around him here, right here, not trying to give anything up. The 3-1. That ball's low, and it's a good stop by the catcher. So Brockton will get a man on third, a man on first with 2 outs with their number 2 hitter, Adam Perez, who grounded out to the third baseman on a really good play by the third baseman diving and making the throw. 2 outs. Let's see if Brockton puts O'Brien in motion. Catcher did throw out LaRusso in the first inning, has a really strong arm. Braintree calling their defense. First and third, 2 outs in a 0-0 ball game here in the bottom of the third. Perez looking to break the game open and get a run here for Brockton. The lead off first and third. Here's the 0-0. Good fastball. Carey working ahead. On the count. Both runners off the bag. Short leads on both. Carey looking in. The 0-1 to Perez. He's going, and he's going to let him go. So O'Brien with the steal. Perez with two runners out there. A single might score two. The count will go to 1-1. LaRusso, who singled on deck. Carey from the stretch. Here's the 1-1. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. So the count's going to go to 1-2. Carey doing a nice job putting balls over the plate with guys on base. Perez waving the bat. The look in. Here comes the 1-2. The pitch. And Perez looks like he's going to pop that up to left field. It's a high fly ball. And that's a routine catch. So Brockton's going to leave two men on base. We're going to go to the fourth inning, and we're going to be 0-0. Back at Campanelli Stadium, Leo Genatasio. We're in a 0-0 ball game in the top of the fourth, a pitcher's duel between Jackson O'Brien and Anthony Carey. Both teams have got guys into scoring position, unable to come up with the big play to get the batter across the plate. Braintree will be coming up with their 3, 4, 5 hitters, Jack Fitzgerald, Dan Surratt, and Tim Carney. O'Brien, once again, another superb start on the mound, really keeping Braintree off balance. The defense remains the same for the Boxers. O'Brien, not a huge pitch count today. 3 strikeouts on the day. Fitzgerald, one of those people that struck out in his first at bat, swinging. Brockton trying to keep this leadoff guy off the bases. Defense playing straight away. Hopkins behind the bag. O'Brien working from the set. Here's the 0-0. Little lazy curveball hit to the first baseman. Nice job, O'Brien, with the off-speed pitch, getting him on a lazy ground ball to Enchostagee. So 1 out. Dan Surratt, also a strikeout victim in the first inning. O'Brien working from the set. The pitch. Low. O'Brien down in the count, 1-0 to the 4-hitter Surratt. Working from the set. The 1-0. The pitch. And that ball's going to be a lazy pop-up in the infield. And Enchostagee on the play unassisted. So 2 quick outs for O'Brien in the fourth. Up will be Tim Carney, also a pop-up victim his first time up. 2 outs, no one on for the Boxers. O'Brien from the set. the 0-0. O'Connor looks to bunt, and he'll bump that foul. O'Brien ahead in the count, 0-1. 2 outs, no one on in the fourth for the Boxers. Really good pitching duel we got going over here. Here's the 0-1. Another really good curveball from Jackson. So O'Brien up in the count, 0-2. Let's see what Brockton catcher Monty LaRusso will call here. They're going to go on the outside part of the plate. O'Brien ahead, the pitch. Really good curveball. He's going to strike him out looking. So we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth at Campanelli Stadium. Still no score. Back at Campanelli Stadium, bottom of the fourth inning, a 0-0 ball game. Anthony Carey still out in the mound. Brockton will send LaRusso and Chostigui and Brady Witt to the plate. LaRusso singled his first time out and was caught stealing. Brockton last inning was able to get men at second and third with 2 outs. Adam Perez flied out to left field. Carey, the windy right-hander working from the stretch, has done a nice job keeping Brockton off balance today. Here's Carey working from the stretch. The look in. The 0-0. The pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Gobbled up. The throw over is low. So Brockton will get the leadoff guy on a throwing error. Big break for the Boxers there. They'll send up their number 4 hitter in Chostigui, who grounded out in his first at bat. LaRusso at first on the error, and Chostigui at the plate. Carey the look in. The 0-0. Just low. It's the first time Brockton's put the leadoff batter on today. And Chostigui working from the stretch. Carey, the pitch, the look, and he just misses that. That's going to be a pop-up to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly by the second baseman. Batting now will be senior Brady Witt, who flew out to the center fielder his first time up. Brockton with the leadoff man on. LaRusso at first. Brady Witt digging in. Carey from the stretch. The pitch. LaRusso going. And that hits Witt. So Brockton's going to get 2 guys on in the fourth inning here with 1 out with Dom Hopkins coming up, a strikeout victim in the second inning. Carey working from the stretch. No one keeping the first base batter on. LaRusso with a good lead. Outside, good stop by the catcher. Hopkins will work ahead 1-0. And the Braintree manager is going to call time. He doesn't like something he's seeing out there. He's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. This is the second inning in a row where Brockton's gotten 2 batters on base. Tom Hopkins is going to take a walk down to talk to manager Christopher Brennan. It's a big situation in the game right here. Braintree really hasn't mustered much against Jackson O'Brien. Head coach Bill O'Connell talking to his defense out there. Jordan Jenkins, who singled, is up next, followed by Vega and Jared Finn. So 1-0. Carey trying to pitch his way out of trouble again. Umpire taking time, getting set behind the plate. No one covering Witt over at first. LaRusso, a decent lead at second. So Hopkins looking at a 1-0. The pitch. Fouled off. Good pitch by Carey. Again, it took something off the fastball. Hopkins looked like he got that at the end of the bat. So the count will go to 1-1. 2 batters taking leads off their bags. Carey the look in, the 1-1. Outside. That's going to go to 2-1 here. Hopkins in the driver's seat. Hopefully looking for a pitch to drive right here. The last thing Carey wants to do is put a batter on base. The dugout getting loud for the boxes. Carey working from the stretch. Likes the sign. The 2-1 to Hopkins. And Hopkins waves at that one. We're going to go 2-2. Carey with a good pitch on a 2-1 count. Really challenged Hopkins right there. Carey looking to pitch out of trouble. 2-2 count. The guys on the bases taking good leads. Carey the look, the pitch. And that ball's going to be hit up the middle. That may score a run. LaRusso takes the look. They're going to be sending him. Here's the throw to the plate. And it's going to be the first run of the game. Tom Hopkins with a clutch 1-out single. Scoring Amani LaRusso. Carey back in the same situation. 2 on, 1 out. Man at first and second. Jenkins singled up the middle, his first at bat. Carey working from the stretch. The look in, the pitch. And that's hit over to the right. First baseman making way. Good effort, does not get it. I really like Jenkins being aggressive early in the counts. If you listen to Coach Chris Brennan talk, really likes his batters being aggressive early in the counts when the fastballs are coming. Jenkins, the junior. 0-1 count, Carey working from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. And another single up the middle. Don't think they'll be sending him here. So Jenkins will go to 2 for 2 on the day. And Brockton will have bases loaded for junior Anthony Vega. So Braintree's pitcher, Carey, very difficult situation. Junior Anthony Vega. Infield in, 1 out. Vega looking for a pitch to drive here. Any ball hit to the outfield should be a run. Carey working from the stretch still. Bases loaded, 1 out. Brockton with 2 back-to-back hits to put a run across the board. Carey working from the stretch. Ball low. Good take by Anthony. Vega in his 1 stop versus Quincy hit the ball hard all 3 times when he was up. So Carey working from the stretch. The lead off the bases. Infield in. The 0-1. Just low. Actually, that will be 2-0. So Vega in the driver's seat here. I wonder if Coach Brennan will give him the take. So a 2-0 count to Vega. Bases loaded, 1 out. Carey, the look in, for the pitch. And Vega hits that off to the right. Just missed it. So Chris Brennan giving him the go-ahead to attack anything close, 2-0. So Carey working from behind. The count will go in Vega's favor here. Should be looking for a pitch to drive. Carey cannot get down in the count. 3-1. Working from the stretch. The pitch. Good fastball. So the count will go to 2. Vega steps out of the batter's box, trying to get his composure back. Carey back with 2 straight strikes. Defense still in. Carey, the 2-2. The pitch. Outside. So we're going to go 3-2 here to Vega. With 1 out. Pitch of the game right here for Carey. Carey working from the stretch. The look in. Here's the 3-2. Oh, strike 3. That pitch looked low and outside, but Carey gets the call. Coach Brennan not happy. He wanted Anthony to really attack that pitch. So back at regular depth, Jared Finn grounded out to second base last time up. 2 outs, bases loaded. Carey again from the stretch, the 0-0. Little ground ball up third base, foul. Jared, a good contact hitter. Brockton ahead 1-0, bottom of 4. The number 9 hitter, Finn up. Big leads off the bases. The 0-1 to Finn. And that ball's going to be grounded to third. He's safe there, the throw over. He's out. Oh, that was close. And the Brockton first base coach does not like that. Really close bang, bang play. Carey pitches his way out of it. Coach Brennan's going to go out to have a talk with the base umpire. The Brockton fans and coaches not happy about that call. So we're going to go to the top of the 5th. Brockton up 1-0. I didn't see him. What do you think I'm missing out? Back here at Campanelli, Coach Brennan still out in the bases, arguing with the umpire. Really close bang-bang play. I thought he was safe, but obviously I'm doing the Brockton game. Braintree will send their 6, 7, 8 hitters up. Cam Grieve, Jack Joyce, and Sam Garrity. Jackson O'Brien's been dominant on the mound today. Big situation for the boxes right there. They have bases loaded, 1 out with Vega and Finn up, unable to get more runs across the board to give O'Brien a little breathing room. Still a lead for the Boxers. O'Brien taking his warm-up pitches. Brockton's defense will remain the same. Coach Brennan still upset on the first base side. Coach Dakers right away pointing to the home plate umpire looking for a review of that. He had the best view of it, and he was adamant that he was safe. Call not going Brockton's way. Still have to battle through it. That's baseball. You're not going to get every call. Let's see what the Boxers are made of. 9 outs to go for probably their biggest victory of the year. O'Brien's been their ace. Brockton's defense outside of last game has been very, very good this year. Last game, 7 errors, 9 walks. Very reminiscent of the 2022 Boxers. LaRusso with the throwdown. Grieve coming to the plate. He popped up to the first baseman, Zeke and Chostagi. O'Brien working on a one-hitter. So Grieve digging in. O'Brien with the lead. Working from the set. Here's the 0-0. Good curveball, just misses. Very, very close pitch. Grieve digging in. O'Brien 1-0, shaking off the count. Here's the 1-0 from Jackson. And that ball's going to be popped up behind us. So the count will go 1-1. Brockton with a very, very small 1-0 lead. Certainly not a comfortable lead. Grieve digging in. O'Brien working from the set. The 1-1, the pitch. Good curveball, hit out to center field. Looks like it could be trouble. Keene makes way, just misses the ball. So Grieve is going to be looking to go to third. He's not. He's going to be held up. So a leadoff double in the 5th inning. A really good effort from Brett Keene. He just missed that ball. So Braintree with the leadoff double in the 5th. Jack Joyce, who had Braintree's only hit coming into the inning, will be coming up. Let's see if Braintree plays some small ball. Man on second, no out. Regular depth for the defense. O'Brien from the stretch, the pitch. He will, and he fouls that back. So the count will go 0-1. Hopkins will probably be staying in looking for the bunt. He is going back even with the bag. So Coach Brennan not expecting the bunt again. Or if he is, he has his third baseman back in his pitcher fielding the ball. The 0-1. The bunt again. And he does. He funts it foul again. So O'Brien will go up in the count 0-2. Number 8 and 9 hitters up on deck. Garrity and DeRoche. Joyce behind 0-2. O'Brien ahead in the count. Finn shading towards second. The 0-2 from O'Brien. Man on second. The pitch. And that ball's lined to left field. That's going to be a hit. And that should tie the game. Jenkins with the ball in. Joyce looking to go to 2. And he will. So we'll get back-to-back doubles to tie the game. Don't think Coach Brennan liked that pitch selection with 2 strikes. I think O'Brien just missed his spot there. So let's see what Braintree does here. Again, with no outs, man on second, they'll probably be playing small ball again. O'Brien working from the stretch. The pitch. And there's the bunt. It's bunted right at O'Brien. No, that's... O'Brien went to the batter at third base. There really wasn't a chance there. I think O'Jackson just misread the situation. So he'll get on a sacrifice fair play, he won't get credit for the single. So Braintree will go first and third with no outs. DeRoche coming up, also a strikeout victim in the first. First and third, no outs. The number 9 hitter up, DeRoche. O'Brien's pitched his way out of trouble the entire season. He really has. Umpire taking a second, checking the scorecard. I don't know if we have a pinch hitter. We may. Yeah, we do. We have a pinch hitter in for Braintree, number 10, for Max DeRoche, who was playing shortstop. Number 10 is Derek Foley, the pinch hitter. So Braintree in the 5th, in a 1-1 ball game, have runners at the corners with no outs. O'Brien working from the stretch. The 0-0. And that ball's going to be hit out to center field. She'll get the run in. And Keene makes the play. So Foley does his job. The sacrifice fly will give Braintree the lead. Top of the order, Jolly DiMartino, 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out and a lazy ground out. Man at first, good lead. And that ball's hit. It should be a good play by Finn. He'll make the play at second for the force play. Was a double play ball. He did bobble it, but did get the force play to get him out. Now batting with the number 2 hitter, Sean O'Rourke. 0 for 1 with a walk. 2 outs, man at first. O'Brien pitching out of the stretch. Brockton behind for the first time in the game. DiMartino takes a good lead over at first. Fastball up. The 1-0. The pitch to O'Rourke. The runner going. LaRusso with the throw. The quick throw down, not in time. So they'll get that runner to second. DiMartino with the steal. Braintree with the number 2 hitter up, with the man at second and 2 outs. Up 2-1. Brockton looking to knock this ball down. Don't want to get any farther behind. The 1-0. That ball's low. So a work up 2-0. O'Brien working out of the stretch in the 5th. Man at second, 2 outs. O'Brien likes it. From the stretch, the 2-0. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. The count will go to 2-1. O'Rourke digging in. O'Brien from the stretch. The 2-1. That ball looks like it hit him. So he's going to get a free base with the number 3 hitter, Jack Fitzgerald up, who struck out and grounded to first. Big, strong-looking hitter. Believe this is their Division I Dayton-bound first baseman. So 2 outs, 2 on. O'Brien trying to get out of his big trouble here. The pitch. Good curveball that's hit down. Nice play by Hopkins. Ground ball, and he throws over, and Brockton gets him. Hopkins with a really good play at third base, and Chostagee with the tag. So Brockton's going to get out of the 5th, down 2-1. Back at Campanelli, bottom of the 5th inning. Braintree up 2-1. Very good ball game here. Well played on both teams. Both last innings were decided on bang-bang plays at first. Both plays called out, both managers not liking the play. Brockton will come up with the top of the order. Jackson O'Brien, Adam Perez, and Amani LaRusso. O'Brien is 0 for 1 with a walk. LaRusso 1 for 2. And Perez, batting second, was 0 for 2. Carey still on the mound. Pitched his way out of trouble last inning. Brockton had bases loaded with 1 out. He got a strikeout after being down in the count 3-1 in a really close bang-bang play at first base from the third baseman where he definitely looked safe, but Brockton didn't get the call. O'Brien digging in. Carey working from the stretch still. Defense playing straight away. Third baseman off the bag. Brockton looking to put the leadoff man on. Carey looks in, steps off. Here's the pitch. Just low. So O'Brien ahead of the count 1-0. Carey, the look in. The 1-0 to O'Brien. The pitch. Strike. So the count will go 1-1. Carey, the look in. Likes his sign. The pitch to O'Brien. Low. So O'Brien up in the count 2-1. Braintree not having anyone warm up in the bullpen over there. Carey's pitch count getting up there. O'Brien ahead in the count 2-1. Carey the look in. Good fastball. Maybe his best of the day right there. Good pop. So the count will go to 2. O'Brien the leadoff hitter. Brockton looking to get the guy on base, get this run back. Carey looks in. The 2-2. Low and outside. So the count will go full to O'Brien. Perez on deck. LaRusso to follow. Big pitch from Carey here. He's made a bunch of them today. He's gotten himself out of trouble a few times. Brockton's left 5 men on base. The 3-2 to O'Brien. That ball is strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. That ball just hit the corner. Perez 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. LaRusso on deck and Chostagi to follow. Brockton down by 1. Carey working from the stretch. The pitch. And that ball's a lazy fly ball. Looks like out to right field. The right field is underneath it. Oh, and he drops it. He drops it. Brockton trying to get the man to second, and they will. Big break for the Boxers. So LaRusso coming up with a man on second. Perez, smart base running there. Got out of the box quick, saw the ball, dropped, took off a second. The right fielder had a play, but it looked like he slipped when he went to get that ball. So Brockton with their 3-4 hitters up. LaRusso and a Chostagi. Perez off a second. Carey still working from the stretch. The look in. The pitch to LaRusso. That ball's up. So we'll go to 1-0 in the count. Carey the look in. The 1-0. Small lead off second. The pitch to LaRusso. Good swing. We're going to go to 1-1. So the count's going to go to 1-1 to the three-hitter LaRusso. Perez off a second. Carey with the look in. Small lead. Second baseman shading over. The pitch to LaRusso. Good strike. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. So the count will go to 1-2 to LaRusso. Carey making big pitches when he has to. The 1-2. The look in. The stretch. Here's the 1-2. And LaRusso will hit a live look of ground ball out to second. Could be trouble, and it won't be. It's a nice play by the right fielder to get LaRusso on the fly ball. So Brockton down to their final out of this inning to Winchowski with a man on second. A big 2-out hit would be really what Brockton ordered. Winchowski, the big junior. 2 outs. Perez off a second. The 0-0 to Winchowski. Good stop by the catcher. So the count will go to 1-0. Zeke is 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out and a fly out. Brady Witt on deck. Carey still working from the stretch. Very deliberate. The 1-0. Good, it's a single to left field. And that should tie the game. A good piece of hitting by Winchowski. An error in the left fielder. Winchowski trying to stretch it out. And he will. Brockton taking advantage of the mistake. So Winchowski trading places with Perez. Brockton taking advantage of the error. Brady Witt up. He's flown out and hit by a pitch. 2-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Carey still working from the stretch. Carey to the stretch, the pitch. Fastball just misses. That looked good. So the count will go to 1-0. Dom Hopkins on deck. Carey working from the stretch. The 1-0. Good fastball. Good swing by Brady. So the count will be even at 1. Hopkins on deck. Game tied at 2 at Campanelli. Second baseman shading over. Good lead for Winchowski. The 1-1. Good fastball. So the count will go to 1-2. Carey working fast. Winchowski, small lead. Carey in the stretch. The 1-2 to Witt. High and outside. The big grunt from Carey on the mound. Putting everything he had into that one. Count will go even at 2. Box is back in action Monday against New Bedford. Even at 2 for Witt. And Winchowski off a second. In the stretch. The 2-2. Outside. So the count's going to go full to Brady. Any contact and Winchowski will be moving. With 2 outs, any ball to the outfield should score a run. The runner on the bases will be moving. On contact. 3-2, man on second. The pitch. High. So Brady Witt works a walk. Dom Hopkins up. Hopkins 1 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and an RBI single. And Braintree is going to take time out to go talk to the pitcher. I don't see anyone warming up. Again, Brockton back in action next week, 3 games. They have New Bedford at home. They're at Westwood, and they're back home at the end of the week against Dartmouth. This would be a big win for the Boxers, a game they gave away to Stoughton the other day. To get to 5-2 with 2 good wins over Bay State leaves like Braintree and Weymouth will be just what the Boxers need heading into the second half of this season. The meeting going long at the mound, the umpire still not going out there to wrap things up. And Carey stays on the mound. They're really trusting him. He's really pitched his way out of trouble today. He's had second and third bases loaded, stranded 5 Brockton base runners. Hopkins seeing Carey for the 3rd time. Carey in the stretch. And Shostakey with a good lead-off second. No one covering Brady Witt at first. Carey looks in. The pitch. And Hopkins pops it up. Should be a routine play at second. The right fielder calls him off, and he makes the play. So we're going to go to the top of the 6th inning, tied at 2. Back here at Campanelli Stadium, top of the 6th inning, a great pitcher's duel. Well-played ball game between the Brockton Boxers and the Braintree Wamps. Brockton taking advantage of a miscue in right field last inning. A big 2-out single by Zeke and Chostakey ties the game. Brockton has left 7 men on base today. Jackson O'Brien in for a 6th inning of work. Has really done a superb job the entire season on the mound. Common collective out there. Braintree had 2 on, no outs last inning, and Jackson held them to 1 run. Coming up for Braintree will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters, Surrett, Carney, and Grieve. Be a nice inning for Brockton to get out of this with no damage. Defense remains the same. Hopkins, Perez, Finn, and Chostakey, LaRusso behind the plate. Working left to right, Jenkins, Keene, and Anthony Vega. Surrett struck out in a ground out today, the cleanup hitter. O'Brien working from the set. Here's the 0-0. Fastball up. Don't see anyone warming up in the box of bullpen. This is O'Brien's game to win or lose. So the 1-0. O'Brien the look in. The pitch. Good fastball, ground ball to Hopkins. Good play. The throw over to Chostakey, and they get him. Great stretch by Chostakey. So with 1 out, Tim Carney will come up. Also 0 for 2. A strikeout and a line out. Cam Grieve on deck. Hopkins in at third. O'Brien working 0-0. And that ball's going to be hit out. Should be a routine fly ball to Jenkins. And he makes the catch. So 2 quick outs for Cam Grieve, the catcher, who's flown out and doubled. Really gutty performance from the Boxers today after probably their worst game of the season against Stoughton the other day. Really good defensively today. O'Brien, the 0-0. Just up with the off-speed pitch. Grieve, a big, strong-looking catcher. Hit a ball about 380 to the power alley. Keene made a great effort trying to catch it. Here's the 1-0. And that ball is out of play. LaRusso makes a good effort, and that ball's going to get up in the stands. So O'Brien, 1-1. O'Brien, very deliberate today. The count, 1-1. The sign, the set, the pitch. Just outside. So the count will go 2-1 to Grieve. In a 2-2 ball game here in the 6th at Campanelli. Between teams that have won 8 state championships between them. Jackson O'Brien, the 2-1. And that ball's lined to left, but it's just going to be foul. So the count will go to 2. Grieve has really had some good swings against Jackson the past 2 times up. Let's see if he'll go to something off speed here, something maybe LaRusso picked up. Of all the hitters today, he seems to be seeing Jackson the best at the plate. Jack Joyce on deck, also 2 for 2 on the day. So 2-2. O'Brien, the pitch. Ooh, just fouled off. Good piece of hitting by Grieve. Umpire clearing the plate off. Grieve just got a piece of that ball. That was a really good outside fastball from O'Brien. Grieve digging in. Count remains at 2. Game tied at 2 in the 6th. O'Brien working from the set. Here's the 2-2. And that's a pop-up. Should be playable. And a misplay behind the plate. So Grieve's going to get an extra pitch right there. Let's see if he takes advantage of it. It looked like it was a miscommunication between the catcher and the first baseman. Might have lost that in the sun. So another life for Grieve. Count remains at 2. O'Brien the look in. Here's the 2-2. Low. So the count will go to 3-2. O'Brien's only walked 1 batter on the day. So in the past 13 innings, only 1 walk from O'Brien. Brockton's ace. The 3-2. And that's another pop-up. Hopkins coming in. And it's an out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th at Campanelli Stadium. Braintree 2, Brockton 2. Back here at the bottom of the 6th. Game tied at 2. Braintree with a relief pitcher on the mound. That will be number 18. Aiden Manning. Low and outside. Jenkins ahead 1-0. Manning working fast. Jenkins with the 1-0. And that ball's hit out to right. Could be trouble. Tailing away. And it's going to be a fair ball. Jenkins going for 2. Rounded second. He's going to look for 3. And he should be standing up with the leadoff triple. Jenkins going to go for 3 for 3 on the day. So Braintree will bring the infield in. Man on third, no outs, Vega. Manning the pitch. Outside. So the count will go to 1-0 to Anthony. Vega has sacrificed and struck out in a big situation here. Man on third, no outs. The 1-0 to Vega. That fastball is going to be up. So Vega ahead in the count, 2-0. Jared Finn, the junior, on deck. Vega should be looking for something to drive here with the 2-0 count. Manning from the stretch, the pitch. Just outside. So Vega ahead in the count, 3-0. Let's see if Coach Brennan gives him the green light. The 3-0. Fastball right in there. Manning working fast from the stretch. Vega. The 3-1. The look in. The pitch. Fouled off just behind. So Manning working his way back to a 3-2 count to Vega. Manning looking for the punch out here. Vega looking to drive the ball somewhere to get this run in. Here's the 3-2. That's high. So Brockton will be at their number 9 hitter, Jared Finn, as the manager comes to the mound. So that was only 2 batters for Manning. A triple and a walk. And Braintree will go back to the bullpen. And this will be number 14, it looks like. This looks like Jack Fitzgerald going to the mound. They're number 3 here, a big, strong kid. First and third, no out for the boxes. 2-2 in the bottom of the 6th. So Fitzgerald will come out of the ball game at first, go on the mound, and it looks like a new first baseman will be for Braintree. Fitzgerald taking his warm-up pitches. Again, this would be a huge win for the Boxers after that giveaway to Stoughton the other day to get them to 5-2. The new third baseman will be number 13 for Braintree. And that will be Carl Uhas. Fitzgerald getting his warm-up pitches from the stretch in the windup. Good velocity. Finn looking to drive a ball to the right side of the outfield. If the infield's in, anything to the outfield will score a run. Top of the order, Jackson O'Brien on deck. Good velocity. Let's see what Coach Brennan does here. He's capable of playing some small ball with no outs, forcing them to make a play with a bunt with Finn up, who's good with the bat, capable of hit and run, capable of bunting, looking to drive a ball to the outfield. Another substitution by Braintree. They're moving their left fielder is coming out of the ball game. No, he's actually moving to right. The right fielder's had a couple mistakes today. So the new left fielder will be number 1. Tim Carney. So he's gone from DH to left field. And big part of the ball game right here for Fitzgerald on the mound, the senior. Finn the junior, 0 for 2 on the day. Both times hit the ball. Last time, a really close play. Looked like he was safe. Would have been an infield single. A prolonged discussion between Coach Brennan and the first base umpire ended in the out. The Braintree manager going through all the changes with the home place umpire, who looks confused. Getting a lot of extra pitches for the Braintree pitcher right now. First and third. So another change from Braintree. Coach is sending the left fielder Carney's going to be coming in. I don't believe the double switch was allowed because he used a player that was not eligible. So the last 2 players are going back to their regular positions. That's going to be Jack Joyce in right. And Timmy Connie in left. So here we go. Big situation for the Boxers here with the go-ahead run at third base. Believe they may do the intentional walk here to load the bases, get a force out at any base. Back out to the mound, the catcher and the first baseman is talking. A lot of strategy going on right now here for Braintree. So Braintree playing even with the bag. Surprised the infield's not in. Any ball that's hit to the shortstop or the second baseman will be a run, and that's the go-ahead run in the 6th. Now the infield comes in. Second and short on the grass. First baseman holding on the runner at first. Third baseman on the dirt. Fitzgerald working from the stretch to Finn. The look in. Here's the 0-0. And he's bunting. And it's going to be, and he is safe on the wild pitch. And Brockton will take the lead 3-2. Coach Brennan with the suicide squeeze. Finn was smart enough to pull the bat back. The wild pitch will score the run. And the Boxers ahead 3-2. And Vega will take second. So Fitzgerald working out of the stretch 1-0 with the wild pitch scoring the run. Jordan Jenkins, the go-ahead. What a day for Jordan, the junior. 3 for 3 on the day. Tony Vega off second base with the lead. A good athlete that can run. Will Finn be bunting him over? He is. And that's low. So 2-0 on the count. Finn in the driver's seat. Vega on second, no outs. Fitzgerald's thrown 2 straight balls. Will Vega be sacrificing? He is. And that ball's low. So we're going to go to 3-0 in the count with Jackson O'Brien on deck. Fitzgerald, hard throwing righty. Tony Vega with a big lead off of second. Here's the 3-0 to Finn. The look, he's going to pull it back. Fastball for a strike. So the count will go to 3-1. Vega with the lead, the 3-1. Sacrificing again. And he pops it up. And he makes a good catch. So Finn, unable to get the sacrifice down, a good play by the first baseman on the catch. So with 1 out and a man on second, Jackson O'Brien will be up 0 for 2 on the day with the walk and 2 strikeouts. Adam Perez on deck. Big situation for the pitcher, trying to get a insurance run for the boxes. Fitzgerald to the stretch. The 0-0. Inside. The hard throwing righty did a nice job coming back from a 3-0 count to get Finn on the pop-up. Vega with the lead off second. The 1-0 to Jackson. Good fastball. We'll go to 1-1. Coach Brennan really wants Jackson to pull the trigger. Very selective hitter. The 1-1. Vega off a second. The pitch. Good slider. So the count will go to 1-2. Fitzgerald doing his job after that first wild pitch. Brockton up 3-2 in the 6th. The 1-2. Low. So the count will go to 2. Fitzgerald working from the stretch. 2-2 count. Man on second. 1 out. Fitzgerald, the pitch. Just outside. So the count will go to 3-2 with Adam Perez on deck. Vega with the lead. The second baseman shading over. The 3-2 to O'Brien. Fitzgerald, the pitch. And that is hit out to right field. Could be in the gap. And it's going to be. That's going to score another run. O'Brien with the leadoff double. The stand. He's going to try to stretch it to 3. The throw. And he's safe. A great piece of hitting from O'Brien. The triple will score Tony Vega. And Brockton goes ahead 4-2. Play right there. Looks like Braintree used a hidden ball for O'Brien, and the Braintree coaches are arguing. They got both coaches out in the field. The Braintree manager really upset. They had the hidden ball trick really to perfection right there. So the Braintree manager's arguing that the umpire cannot call timeout in the hidden ball. They had O'Brien off of the bag. He had taken his lead, but they had called timeout. So we're going to have a discussion out there. O'Brien stretching with a huge triple. If the play remains, O'Brien will be at third base with 1 out. Looks like he rolled his ankle. That would be really bad luck for the Boxers after losing Genetasio. O'Brien walking it off, the tough senior. Still the discussion out at the mound. Both umpires talking to the Braintree manager. Adam Perez standing up, 0 for 3 on the day. A ground out and 2 flyouts. Really should be a decision made by the umpires right there and send the manager back to the dugout. You're either going to call him out or call him safe. It shouldn't be a debate. Still the discussion goes on. And the Braintree manager, he's not happy. He thought they had the play. Walking slowly, dejected back to the dugout. Fitzgerald remains on the mound. A triple for O'Brien with Perez up. The infield will remain in. The box is looking to put away the Wamps. The umpire is still discussing it. They've had a tough day today, the umps. People in the stands, both coaches not happy with some of their calls. It's not an easy job those guys have, even if they do screw up some of the times. The discussion's still going on. Don't know what they could be talking about after telling the Braintree manager to go back to the dugout. All this does is ice his pitcher, who's walking around the mound. He's ready to throw the ball. Perez and the catcher talking. The umpire and the home place umpire and the first place umpire still having a full discussion. Really delaying the game. Again, Brockton back in action on Monday, home against New Bedford, the Whalers. A former Big Three rival, off to a struggling start this year, but one of the better baseball programs in Massachusetts over the last 30 years. Winners of 3 straight championships, making another 2 finals. Later that week with Division II Westwood, a very, very good program. And back home against Southeast Conference Dartmouth, who last year came into Brockton and beat them 4-3 in 11 innings. As the discussion goes on, the umpires really have slowed the game down right here. I don't know what they could be talking about after making the decision that he was safe. They're just icing the pitcher, icing the hitter, prolonging the game. So everything remains the same. A lead, a triple, and the Braintree manager still for another discussion. Again, safe at third, hidden ball trick, not successful. The Braintree manager arguing that the home place umpire called, the field umpire called time before the tag was made, that he was not allowed to do that. The home place umpire still, for his 4th discussion between the Braintree manager and the other umpire. Brockton coach Christopher Brennan sitting calmly on third base. The crowd really getting into this game. Bottom of the 6th in a 4-2 boxer lead. Still, this discussion's going on 10 minutes. Still going on. At some point, the home place umpire's got to take control of this situation. Tell him that he made his call and send the Braintree manager back to the dugout. And I'm not saying the Braintree manager's wrong. He could be right. But you make your call, you stick with it. There shouldn't be a prolonged discussion about this. All it does is slow the game down. This is hurting the Braintree pitcher, walking around the mound. He's ready to throw the ball. And everything stays the same. So the manager's back to the dugout. The Brockton player's back to the dugout. Adam Perez, the junior, stepping up 0 for 3 on the day. 1 out. Braintree should have the infield in. Do not want to give up another run. Now Christopher Brennan asking for a discussion with the home place umpire. I don't know what that could be about. Maybe something he saw. maybe asking for something to do with Braintree substitutions. Yeah, he is. I think Coach Brennan's asking about the multiple substitutions Braintree made last inning to make sure everything was legal. Braintree coming up in the next inning will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters up. No, I take that back. Their 7, 8, 9 hitters up. So we're back to baseball here. And Brockton is going to put a substitute runner on for Jackson O'Brien, the pitcher. And that will be Junior Cooper Card. I'm sure it'll be a double switch with Jackson out on the mound trying to pitch another complete game victory against another Bay State team. So the infield in, 4-2. Perez up. Any ball to the outfield will give Brockton another run. Very loud at the stadium. From the stretch, the 0-0. High. And the ball gets by him. Just not enough for Cooper to go. Nice job by Fitzgerald coming in on the pitch. That was a bit high. So 1-0 to Perez. Armani LaRusso on deck. Perez. Inside. So the count will go 2-0. Fitzgerald working fast out of the stretch. 1 out, man on third. Fitzgerald from the stretch. The 2-0. Foul ball. Good swing by Adam. Fitzgerald pitching 2-1. Perez digging in. The pitch. Strike. Good off-speed pitch. Adam fooled. So Fitzgerald working his way back. The count at 2. The pitch to Perez. Good off-speed pitch. Strikes him out. So Braintree will move their infield back to regular depth. Armani LaRusso 1 for 3 on the day. Scored a run after getting on base on an error. Brockton up 4-2. Card off a third. Brockton looking for a little 2-out magic here. Fitzgerald, the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. So he'll work ahead 0-1. LaRusso digging in. Fitzgerald working fast. The look over to third. Here's the 0-1. Outside. Good stop by the catcher. So we're going to go to 1-1. Fitzgerald fixing the mound. Count at 1. Card off a third. From the stretch. Slider inside. So LaRusso will go up in the count 2-1. Jezekiel and Chostagi on deck. LaRusso digs in. 2-1. Fitzgerald from the stretch. The pitch. Fouled off. Good swing from LaRusso. Two. Card off the third. Fitzgerald, the look over. Here's the 2-2. Foul, that's a little pop-up to the right. And LaRusso will get another life. The catcher had trouble picking that up. So the count remained 1-2 to LaRusso. LaRusso digging in. Getting comfortable. Fitzgerald from the stretch. The 2-2. The pitch. And a little ground ball to second base. Fielded. Thrown over, and Braintree will get out of it. So we head to the top of the 7th at Campanelli Stadium. Brockton ahead 4-2. We head to the top of the seventh at Campanelli Stadium. Jackson O'Brien in for his seventh inning of the pitch. Brockton ahead 4-2, which would be a huge victory for the Boxers. Defense remains the same. Braintree with their 7, 8, 9 hitters up. Jack Joyce is 2 for 2 on the day. Followed by Sam Garrity and Max DeRoche. O'Brien really like to get that first out of the inning. O'Brien, his last warm-up pitch. Ball's in. Joyce has hit the ball hard twice today. A single to left and a double to left and scored a run. O'Brien working. Looking for the second complete game victory of the week. The Braintree faithful getting loud. O'Brien working from the set. The 0-0. Good fastball on the inside part of the plate. O'Brien working ahead. The 0-1. Little ground ball to the left side. O'Brien's going to go ahead 0-2. So the last time O'Brien had Joyce up 0-2, we really didn't throw one of his best pitches. And Joyce hit it really hard to left field. Let's see what LaRusso and O'Brien come up with here. The 0-2. Looking inside. The pitch. Strike 3. High fastball. Up now will be Sam Garrity, the second baseman, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. The all-important first out of the inning from O'Brien. O'Brien working from the set. The 0-0. And that ball is hit out to left field, hopefully, and that is caught. So Braintree down to their final out. We'll see the 9-hitter up. This is number 10. Jackson, 0-0, the pitch. Good fastball. To Derek Foley, who has a sacrifice fly. Braintree down to the final 2 strikes. Strike 2. O'Brien, velocity as good in the 7th inning as it is in the 1st. Braintree down to their final out. The 0-2 to Foley. High and outside. Good waist pitch. So the count 1-2 to Foley. 2 outs. O'Brien, the pitch. Ground ball to third base to Hopkins. The pickup. The throw over. Brockton wins. Ground ball to third base to Dom Hawkins, the throw over. So to wrap things up here at Campanelli Stadium, a huge victory for the Brockton Boxers. 4-2 over the Braintree Wamps. Brockton will be off until Monday at 5-2 where they host the New Bedford Whalers. I'm Leo Genatasio signing off from Brockton Community Access. Thank you.